I got a passion from my father. My father was creating a lot of things at home, and I started to do the same. I started with bikes and all the stuff which the young guys needed. Everything is becoming very complex, and also the designing business and the creativity and the software which are making the design, the requirements for production is different than 30 years ago, and we have to be ready for that. We hold this 5-axis fair because we need to communicate with the people. All of the people you see are enthusiasts for machining and for production and for parts and for mechanical work. We need to communicate in between each other, and that's how we are improving ourselves. In current situation, the machine tool business requires services like TGS is going to provide. To change our position, I mean, I'm talking about Czech Republic, change our position in the supply chain. And it will need a lot of technological changes because we got really stuck with the automotive here and we have to escape out of it. So we need to change. In Czech Republic, every day is working between 50 and 60,000 CNC spindles are working every day. And those CNC spindles and the technology which is used need to be replaced and upgraded most to the 5-axis, from the simple production to the 5-axis, which means a lot of people behind, a lot of technology and a lot of clever solutions have to be adapted into the working process. For us, this facility means we call it metal cutting fitness, because every time when we go out and we are supplying about 1,500 companies in the Czech Republic and Slovak. And every time when you go out, we are testing the technology before we introduce it to the customer. So we are making most of the breakages and the mistakes. We are trying to make it at home. And it's also improving us, our scales. What distinguishes TGS from the production companies is that we are using technology. For us, technology is an adventure. For production companies, technology is just a tool, and they have to respect it and reduce the mistakes on the minimum. Our position is that we have to improve it, we have to test it, we have to make the mistakes and find some solution which is required. So that's our job. And in the normal production, there is no time, there is no capacity, there are no people who are dedicated to that type of job. So that's what we are supplying. We understand the local environment, local habits, local abilities. And for foreigner companies and foreigner investors, whoever might go with some task to Czech Republic, we can be good at localization. Any idea have to be transferred around the world, need to be localized, starting with norms, with lifestyle also. The people are not able to do the same in Asia and Europe, so localization is the key. It was a completely different situation. It's nice to think what was happening 30 years ago, but the situation is completely different. And for me, the more important is the future, and the future for all Eastern European industry and also Western is to try to localize back some important and strategic production. And it's a big change, because what was happening in the 30 years, we were pushing the heavy production out of Europe, and now we see that it was a mistake and we have to bring it back, and the companies are not ready for that. We are using technology as a tool, as a way how to make it efficiently, how to make it happen, how to localize the production, and also the movement between inside the supply chain. A lot of companies are reorganized their supply chains, and which means some of the almost the same companies being beside each other. One has job, the second one is suffering. And we don't know why. That's because of supply chain. The supply chain is moving the job around Europe. To be honest, the stuff is the key, because we are not production company. The people are not, the people are coming, and every day is different. A different task, different requirements. They have to learn every day. They have to learn something new because we have different tasks. And so it's also people which will not do in the mass production. They like the adventure, they like the technology, and TGS is responsible to supply the right place and the climate and the colleagues which will help them. David, our technical director, his responsibility is to bringing insight for TGS is to bringing the new technology. For example, the 3D printing, that was his idea. I didn't want to handle plastic parts. Yeah, I'm a machine tool guy. So, but it was his idea, and it was really clever because we are replacing most of the aluminium molds are used for carbon fiber, and carbon fiber now is very sexy. And so this is exactly the technology for the future. The 3D printing technology, large-scale 3D printing, that's a really different discipline. Large-scale 3D printing is developing very fast, and we are on the beginning. So we are every day we are discovering new materials and new products and new industries where we can be successful with this technology. So now currently for molds making, 3D printing is already established as a technology which works. And now we are approaching architecture and other businesses, and we are discovering advantages and disadvantages. We try to add the value into the product and into the productions. For this you need to escape out of the production responsibility and look at the task from the outside. That's the key, because if you are responsible to produce it effectively, keep the quality and don't make any mistakes, you have different approach than if you are responsible to discover something new, to move the product forward, to increase the functionality. So that's why TGS is unique, because we don't have the production responsibility, we are responsible for the improvement. So the ideal inquiry is when the customer doesn't come with the finished part, but he came with the idea, and he tells us the functionality he needs to have. And then we take the part, we take the design, and we are starting on design material calculation, and then it's related with the production to fill up as much as possible his requirements. But the functionality is the key. Yeah, we need to understand it, and we need to put the functionalities into the part. I think we have to, and all the industry in general, we have to more invest into the engineering than into the machining, because everything is becoming very complex, and also the designing business and the creativity and the software which are making the design, the requirements for production is different than 30 years ago, and we have to be ready for that. TGS advantage is the creativity. Yeah. The technology is around us. We have to just pick up the right one and understand it and utilize it. And the creativity is key how to make it. Maybe the key factor is patience, because we are making mistakes. If we are discovering new ways, new technologies, we are making mistakes. And the patience is the key. I think a lot of things will happen on the market, in the Eastern Europe and in Western Europe as well. And I want to see TGS in the position where we will be able to adapt the most effective production technologies and ways into the valuable products, whatever it is. We are bringing ideas into the reality, and I think this current situation and also the society is expecting to go through some changes from consumption to also maybe creativity, whatever it will be. So I want to be part of it, and our technology, I will be glad when it will be also part of the movement. The people or the companies, to remain competitive, I think they have to invest into the people, into the knowledge and new equipment. And new equipment going to be more complicated, so they need to invest into the knowledge even more, because the future world is only 5 axes. We are getting complicated things. We are getting complicated tasks, and I like it. So that's the future. Yeah. We like something but we can utilize our knowledge. We based on the technical competence and technological adventure, because inside TGS we can afford it.